Hi everyone, this is Camila Calamba from 3HMB. This is my part of the topic, which is the identity development. So we have the three types or the three categories of identity development or a topic about the socialization. First, we have the sense of identity. So the definition of this, it says here that German American psychologist and psychoanalyst Erik Erikson of 1902 to 1994 describe adolescence as the stage during which individuals ponder the questions about who am I and what can I be. So as adolescents, they go through that transition from childhood to adulthood. They consider the rules they will play in the adult world, so they are confused, of course, of on the next ideas and findings on how to behave when exposed to a larger society. So if we are the child or we are the young or we are the younger, of course we're confused and we are curious about who we are or who I am to be in the future. We're confused our identity, of course we can sense it while we are younger, about so that we have here the question about who am I or what can I be in the future. It says here that in the childhood to adulthood. So if we are the um if if we only live in the society that not full support about our gender identity, or we did not expose in in the society, or we can expose to a larger society that to bring our confidence to show our who really we are. Of course we can sense it, and of course we can sense about who really we are. So I think it's very important to us to expose to a larger society so that we can know ourselves, and we can of course we can identify ourselves, we can sense ourselves, from childhood to adulthood, and of course we can expose to know and to give freedom ourselves about our identity or about our gender identity, about our sense of identity. So if you're only a childhood, of course you can sense about who really you are, because it's all about your identity, it's all about yourself. And so that's it for about the sense of identity. So the second one, we have the self-esteem. So it says here that one factor of identity or information is self-esteem. So we have here the female teenagers enjoy high self-esteem when being reinforced by friends around them to give social and moral support. So on the other hand, the males assert their authority and grow high self-esteem when they are able to reach out their friends successfully. So if you can say self-esteem is all about our confidence, all about our self-esteem. So it's here that when the female teenagers enjoy high self-esteem when they are in when they are around their friends, so they give social and moral support. So you can actually do something or do anything you want because of your self-esteem. You can work it with your confidence. Of course you are confident of that, you are confident of this because you have your self-esteem. You are surrounding by people who is supporting you with your moral and support. So they are and of course, it's usually that male assert their authority and grow high self-esteem when they are able to reach out to their friends successfully. If you can say this, of course, you can share about your feelings. You can share about your feelings because of your high esteem, and of course, the around of your people, the people of you who surrounded you. Yeah, so of course you need the self-esteem to be able to explore and to be able to say to everyone about yourselves, about who really you are or who really you are because of your self-esteem. That's all. So we have with the relationship, the last one. It says here that peer formation becomes important part during adolescence. This is a period in which more time is spent with peers and less in adult supervision. Teenagers associate with friends of the opposite sex much more than in a childhood, identity themselves with same group age sharing similar characteristics. When together, group members are given the opportunity to develop various social skills like empathy and sharing of experiences wherein they get each other support. They look for people are true to them in order to establish stability in their world. More so, they are coping with the changes in physical, sexual, social, emotional factors. These factors build pressure and cause confusion leading to identity crisis. If you can say relationship is all about collaboration, it's all about sharing ideas. It's all about sharing your physical and sexual, social, or emotional factors. When you're surrounded by the people who are related of your identity, of course, if they are giving if they're giving their opinion about who really they are, of course it's all about the relationship. So it's about the sharing of opposite sex more than in child identity himself, with the same group sharing similar characteristics. Of course, we can say relationship, there are people who is sharing individual opposite or individual identity. Because of that, it's called relationship because it's all about collaborating, or collaborating and sharing ideas with the people of who surrounded you. So it is very important, which is there's a period in which more times peers and adult supervision. So teenagers associate with friends with office six, much more than a childhood identity. So about this is all about the physical, sexual, and the factors. So these factors build up pressure and cause confusion, leading to identity crisis. So yeah, it's very important this to have a freedom to have a exposing yourself, and of course to give you a freedom because of your gender identity. Because we all know that in our century right now, it's very hard to show the feelings because we had in people. Different mind, of course, the very different thinking, so that it's very important is that identity development is um, to implement. So about these three categories, the identity development is very hard, of course, to implement in the world, of course, here in the Philippines. So the identity development, I think this is very important to implement here in our Philippines or in our country to develop our identity, to show our feelings, to show the freedom that we want to achieve, that we want to know, so that we can show to the people of who really we are. We need to develop our identity to be able to ask to have a freedom and to be able to ask to share our ideas and our sense, self-esteem, and relationship to everyone. That's all. Thank you.